Hey guys, it's Kitty, how's it going? And I am back with another speed build video, which so happens to be my second speed build video on this channel and ever, funnily enough. So this build was actually quite a challenge for me because it turned out to be huge. I don't think I anticipated how big this was going to be. I should have realized how big it was going to be because of the lot size that I used, which was the 50 by 50 lot, which I think is the biggest lot size you can get in The Sims. First of all, I'm going to go over something that I always go over in all of my videos. I am very new to this game. I've had this game a few months, so not long, and I haven't played it religiously throughout those few months. I've just sort of played it on and off here and there. But what I love doing is building. I've barely played the actual game at all. So I've barely played with The Sims, going through Sims Life or anything like that. I haven't actually played proper Sim Life properly as of yet. I have just been so addicted to building. And I thought, well, let's just, let's start sharing some of these builds with the world. So that is why I made this channel and thought I'd post them up so you lovely people could all see them. So this build was actually quite interesting for me because it brought back a lot of childhood memories. The reason I decided to build a caravan park was because, we've all missed our holidays this year. We've all missed our summers and our spring and all that, and we can't holiday IRL at the moment. So I thought it'd be nice to create something that represents what we can't have at the moment, which I don't know is a good thing or a bad thing because it's kind of sad that we can't have this at the moment, but never mind, at least we can enjoy it in the Sims world. So this caravan park is very representative of the kind of caravan parks I used to go to as a kid. You got these massive static caravans. Now this is going to sound horrible. I wanted to make them look as tacky as possible but still look homey and nice. Well, now when I say tacky, they've just got to look sort of slightly outdated, if you know what I mean. Not like really nice modern homes. They've got to have that sort of authentic, old-fashioned look to them to make them look like those caravans that I used to stay in when I was a kid. Well, to be honest, we never actually stayed in these caravans. I think I did once, but that was with like a friend of mine. But my family, we used to stay in an actual caravan. My dad had this caravan that he built when he was like in his 20s or 30s, and that's the kind of caravan we used to stay in. It was like this tiny weeny little caravan that only slept like 2 or 3 people, so we used to sleep in tents outside. We never actually stayed in these types of static caravans, but I know there is a pack that actually has like proper little camper vans, but I don't really have that pack. Another thing I'm going to go over is, yes, I do not have all the Sims packs, unfortunately. I am trying to work my way up to getting everything, but the packs I do have are Seasons, Get to Work, City Living. I've got the Dine Out extra pack thing. I've got the Christmas pack and the Laundry Day stuff pack, I think that's what it's called, I'm not sure. So those are the packs I have. So I know like a lot of people play get base game, and that's absolutely fine. It's just like I want more packs just so I have more variety of stuff to put in my builds. So hopefully one day, that's what I'm trying to work up towards at the moment. With the actual look of this, as you can see, I made like 3 sort of standard looking static caravans, which would be sort of mid-range price. And then I built sort of 2 like deluxe size camper vans. The standard size, not camper vans, static caravans, sorry. The standard sized ones, they have like a little porch on the front with like a, like a table and a little barbecue set. The deluxe ones actually have, a little garden on the side, so you've got like more outdoor space, and they are just slightly bigger. The standard size ones have 3 bedrooms, I think, and then the deluxe size ones, they have 4 bedrooms. The main bedroom in the standard sized ones, like the parents' bedroom, they actually had a lot more space than the ones in the deluxe size. So the biggest room in the deluxe size one was actually quite small. So that was like a little bit annoying when I came to actually decorating the interior. The decor inside, I was quite happy with the decor inside them. I wanted to make them look, as I said, sort of not like ugly, but like sort of tacky, as in good tacky, like sort of outdated. A place that your jolly old auntie would stay in, and then you'd go stay with her in the summer. One challenge I had in the standard caravan in like the main bedroom, I started building a normal looking wardrobe in there, like sort of a walk-in wardrobe, but then I got rid of it because it just didn't feel like a sort of caravan-y feel. It felt a bit too like house, like, you know, too homey, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So it looked too sort of like, you know, a normal house, and I wanted it to look more like, you know, what you'd see in one of these static caravan things. From my experience, a lot of, like, the interior of these caravans look very sort of plain, like especially the bedrooms. I've always found they have like a very plain color, like either just white or just like a light pinky color. Again, I'm not saying that they all look like this, but the ones that I've seen or the ones I've stayed in, they do look very much like this, that sort of just plain white. So I just wanted very plain looking colours in them. I didn't want to put too much decor in there either. Like, I started to put in loads of pictures and stuff around the walls, but it just, eventually I just got rid of it, and I just wanted to have beds and just a little dresser. It was quite interesting doing the exterior, the little gardens and stuff, the little flowers outside. It was interesting doing that because I had to do, you know, I had to make them all look exactly the same. I mean, I didn't have to, I suppose, but I just wanted them to all, you know, just look very similar. So you're paying the same amount. If you were to stay in one of these, you would pay the same amount for any one of them, and they all, you know, they all cost exactly the same. So they all had to look very similar. They all had to have exactly the same things in them. Another challenge I had with this was I didn't know actually what to put in this park, whether to just have caravans in it. Then I started thinking, okay, I'll go all out. I'll have like a pool and an arcade and like a theatre, and, you know, I'll have all this stuff and it'll be awesome. And then when I made the caravans, I realised, oh sugar, I've got like no space left. I had like no space to do anything sort of entertainment wise. So I thought, okay, well, around the back I'll make these two little lodges. Like, I just wanted these two sort of little cabins, like just sort of hidden away, because I thought they were just so adorable. And in the caravans themselves, like the standard size ones, the white ones, they sleep about, I think it's like 6 people. You can sleep about 6 people in there. And the bigger deluxe caravans, you can sleep about 8 people. And the tiny little log cabins were really hard to furnish because they were so tiny inside. I really wanted 2 bedrooms. I was thinking, well, I could just have 1 big bedroom, but I really wanted that extra space so you could have 2 adults and a kid in there, or like a baby or something. So yes, the interior of the cabins were incredibly difficult to furnish. And you'll also see I made all the bathrooms, I gave them all like a diagonal wall coming off. You know, I didn't want to go I didn't want to make every room just square. Do you know what I mean? I like doing interesting shapes and just giving them all, you know, just a slight uniqueness to them, and just making them look just sort of a bit stylized, just, you know, not just boring, just squares. You'll see when I start making the entertainment complex, I say entertainment complex, it's not really a complex, it's not really an entertainment complex, it's just a pool, and with like a bar on the top. I built a little cafe at the bottom, which I was quite proud of, to be honest. It was upsetting that I couldn't fit anything else in there. I could have been a bit more adventurous with it, but because I made it such an interesting shape, I reshaped it so many times, which I actually cut out of the video. You'll actually notice I cut out so much from this video because a lot of it was me trying to get things like roofs right and things like that, which I am so bad at doing roofs because I'm so new to this game still. It's still only been a few months, like, bear that in mind. It's still only been a few months, and I'm still learning. I'm watching so many YouTube videos and tutorials on how to roof properly. I am trying to teach myself. I am trying to learn. But I'm still, I still haven't quite got it yet. Like, I watch people like, James Turner and Lil Simsy, and I'm like, they can just do it like, like that within like the drop of a hat. And I'm like, how are you doing this? They make these roofs like absolutely beautiful and just like line up perfectly. And I can't do that. I'm like, how are you doing this? And it's like, I know they've been doing it for years. I know that. And I'm still very new. I know. But it still like fascinates me. And yeah, I want to get to that point where I can just roof like in like a minute, because it takes me hours. Like, there was literally like hours that I cut out this video, and I'm not even joking. Like, when I put the video together, it was like 2 hours long, and that was sped up as well. This is like, what, 25 minutes? Yeah, so I literally cut like an hour and a half out of this video. So you're basically getting, well, the highlights, so to speak. I just wanted to sort of show you just, the building of each building. And because obviously I copied and pasted with the caravans, I just copied and pasted each one. And I didn't think that was that interesting to leave in, so I just took that out. Yeah, it still takes me a long time to build. I spend so much time just faffing around and actually like admiring my work, which sounds so big-headed of me, but like I'll spend so long going, oh, look what I've made, look, it's so nice, and I'll just sort of like zoom around the house, the build, and just looking at and just admiring my work just for ages. And that's the stuff that I cut out, because I'm learning this now. I'm realizing I've got to stop doing that. I've got to be quick. I've got to just learn to be quick and just knock it out and just bang, 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 just get it out quicker than I'm doing. When I started it, that was my intention actually. When I started this video, you'll notice like the beginning of the video is a lot quicker towards the beginning, and like towards the end of it I get so slow, and like as the video goes on you will see that there's a lot more cuts towards the end of it, because I do slow down a lot. At the beginning I was like, I'm gonna just get this out so quickly, I'm gonna be so quick, and it didn't really work out that way, because like throughout the video I do get slower and slower. I do start slowing down, because I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go at my own pace, which I think is the right thing to do, to be honest. If you're just starting out like me, and if you're thinking of doing these speed builds or just general builds, whatever, I think it is good advice. Just go at your own pace. Don't try and do what other people are doing. Just make what you want to make at your own pace. Don't rush yourself. Worry about the editing later. I mean, the editing does take a while, but you can only do what you can do. You can only do so much, and you can only work to your capabilities. And don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people are putting out there. Just go at your own pace. Do what you can do. Yeah, now this back building turned out to be really interesting. I wanted a corner building. That's what I wanted, to sort of, just stick in the corner of the park, but still be quite bright and vibrant, especially at night. And I was really happy with this, how this turned out, to be honest. The roof again was took me so long, and in the end I was just like, you know what, screw it. I had this little corner bit on the entertainment building. I can't stop saying entertainment building. It's not an entertainment building, it's just like a building that's connected to the pool and has a bar and a cafe, and that's pretty much all it is. So the building at the back, yes, it was it's like a corner building that I reshaped so many times, but I wanted it to be an interesting shape, and it has this little corner bit on the side which took me so long to roof, and I must have spent like an hour doing it. No, probably more. I must have spent like 2 hours doing it, and then in the end I was just like, oh, screw it, let's get rid of the actual roof. I'm not going to attempt to roof it. I'm sure some people could actually roof that a lot better than I can. But in the end I was like, oh, screw it, I'm just going to take off the roof and just simplify it, put those little wally things on it. And it worked. I was quite happy with it in the end. So I think it looked okay. Now, I was happy with the upper platforms. I knew I was going to put like a little bar area at the top, and that was going to be like a little seating area outside. So I was happy with how the bar turned out at the top. But I realised I had no idea what to do with the middle floor. I was originally going to make it like, an arcade. But the middle floor, because you got the stairs and everything in the way, there was no room to do anything. So instead I just made it a toilet floor. So all you've got on this middle floor are toilets, which I know really isn't very exciting. I didn't know what to do with the balcony at all, because I hadn't done anything with the floor. So I was like, okay, let's just put a couple of benches around, and then like that could be like an upper floor part. It could be like part of the cafe. So I did like the wallpaper and the carpet the same look. And on the balcony outside, I thought, well, that could just be like a little balcony area that's sort of part of the cafe where, you know, you take your tray upstairs and go and sit outside if you wanted to sit outside. And, you know, so I put the condiments on there as well. And yeah, the middle floor is just so not exciting. It's just so boring. It's just toilets. So I put images at the end of the video, and I decided not to put images of that floor in at the end of the video. I just didn't think toilets were that exciting. I usually find toilets very hard to furnish because, again, I don't know what to put in them, and bedrooms as well. I find them very difficult. I don't really know what to put in bedrooms, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, the exterior of the whole park. I had no idea what to do with it. I was originally going to leave it open, just completely open. But, you know, I was like, you know what? It's got to be closed off somehow. I thought, let's just use debug plants and fences because, yeah, I should have used debug for all the plants, and I completely forgot about it when I first started decorating the caravans, the outside, the little gardening bits. I should have used debug for those as well, so it wouldn't be so expensive. It did turn out being really expensive, like as a rental. This is intended for a rental property, which is ridiculous because I found out you can only go on holiday with, like, was it 8 Sims or whatever it is? You can only have like 8 Sims in one lot. So when usually a park like this would have, you know, like hundreds to thousands of people staying in it, you can only have 8 Sims in it. But never mind, it's fine. They can all, you know, enjoy a nice open area. They can all have like a caravan to themselves and a cabin to themselves. That's fine. So like, anyway, the exterior. Yes, what was I talking about? Right, back on track. So the exterior, I was originally going to put just stone walls around it, but I wanted it to fit in with the landscape. You see where I actually built this was, I can't remember whose home it is. But it's in the what's the first world, you know, the one on the left. I've completely forgotten what it's called. See, this is how noob I am. I don't know what anything is called. But you see, like, the area, like the surrounding area is very foresty and, you know, very green, and I wanted it to fit in with the landscape. And I did build like a little gate at the back because I thought it'd be nice just to have, you know, that little pathway just leading out into the forest, so you don't have to go all the way around the front. So I was quite happy with that, and overall I think it wasn't too bad. I didn't think I did too badly with this. I was quite happy with the whole how the whole thing turned out, and the fact that it was massive, and the fact that I'm very new to this. Yeah, I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, but I think I did a pretty good job. I was very happy with it, and you'll see the ending images at the end. There are a couple of images I didn't put in, like, as I said, the toilets. There were a couple of bedrooms I didn't put in because a lot of the bedrooms in the caravans were very similar looking. So yeah, that's it. My first epic build. This is like the biggest build I've ever done. And it did take me a long time. My goodness, it took me a long time. Like, we're talking like over a week, I think, like on and off 2-hour, 3-hour sessions each time. I started streaming it and then decided not to stream it. I'd finish it off just on my own because it took that long, and the actual quality on my streams, I had to turn the quality down because my computer's like old and rubbish. I need to update my processor just so I can stream in better quality. But yeah, I was happy with it. I think it was all right. I don't think I did too bad a job, and I did put it on the gallery if anyone wants to download that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And as I am very new at the moment and I've just started making my channel, I've just started making videos, if you could like and subscribe, hit the bell button and all that, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. And I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of the video. Take care. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.